I blasted out around 1000 emails to strangers on complete automation so that I can sell them stuff, and around 50 of them were interested in buying what you had to offer. So I was doing this for a client of mine who basically paid us to book appointments with executive coaches who need help with their LinkedIn content and everything. And this was what she said. So this is my client, as you can see, like this is the profile picture. I'm just hiding the number, whatever. And you can see like hey, I had the first call with this guy, and you can see like it's the easiest sales call of my life. I have scheduled another call as well. So basically she offered a free lead magnet, free LinkedIn post, and then after the posts have been completed, she scheduled another call. She'll go on that call, she'll create the free post and whatever, show it to him, and then that's where she gets paid. So yeah, you can basically see this campaign works because it got us a lot of replies. These replies converted into book calls as well, and the feedback on these calls were that these are some of the easiest calls to go into and book. And I basically created a thread a few days ago when we had only like 22 replies. So that was in the first 24 hours without sending out the follow-ups. So after the follow-ups, everything have been sent out. These 22 replies converted into around 50 positive replies and around 70-80 total replies. So yeah, that's exactly the process. So this absolutely works. So I created a thread breaking down the entire process, and that's exactly what I'm going to be doing over here. Walk you through step by step the exact copy I use, like everything you can think of, how you can replicate the entire campaign from scratch, because this is exactly what we did to build out the successful cold email campaign. So the context behind this was I made a video a few days ago breaking down how I'll help my client close like 5 clients this month for at least $3,000 a month. So I had this YouTube video where she basically texted me, like the client whose feedback I just showed you. She basically texted me, as you can see on your screen over here, we need to close at least like 5 clients for $3,000 a month this month, and I need your help with appointments. And I basically created like an entire master video walking you through the entire strategy we're going to be following, like how we're going to be getting the leads, how we're going to be verifying the email addresses, everything. So yeah, that was basically the strategic part of the process, like what exactly we're going to be doing. So if you want to do that, you can go over there and just like see what we're supposed to be doing, because like over there I covered a lot of stuff, like how we're using AI to personalize the messages we're sending out. We were not sending out personalized emails over here, we were sending out personalized emails on LinkedIn. Basically you can send out direct messages without waiting for someone to accept your connection request if you're reaching out to them on LinkedIn and they have like something known as an open profile. But the thing was, like, this was just theory and the implementation part was not yet complete. So this video was literally created the day I got a reply from the client saying that yes, she needs a help with this, and then I was like strategizing it. So once I had created the strategy, like this is what you're going to be following, that's when I created this video saying that this is exactly what I'm going to be doing. But theory is not practical application, right? And you never know like if something is going to work well or not, because you can just theorize, like create the theory in your head, but how am I supposed to know like this will actually work? And surprisingly, the implementation worked even better than expected. So I expected around like a couple of meetings, because this has gotten us like over 10 meetings booked in like a 1,000 emails, which is very good because most people get one positive reply when they send out like 1,000 emails. That's most, like not even like most people, that's most companies, like these massive companies with 50-60 employees. Like they come to me, they speak to me, and I ask them like what's your reply rate. They say like a 1% reply rate, and then I say like you mean a one reply out of every 100 emails? They're like no bro, like one reply out of every 1,000 emails. Not positive replies, just normal replies. Like I've literally gone to these massive corporate companies and like the capital cities of my nation and everything, these IT outsourcing companies, and they all seem to be struggling with this, and we're getting like 10 plus calls booked in just 1,000 emails, and most people get like one reply out of 1,000 emails. So yeah, clearly something is working. And the cool part is like I broke every rule of cold email. I literally broke every rule of cold email there is. Like everyone said like do this, I'm like yo, I'm gonna do the complete opposite thing. So still it worked pretty well. You can see some of the replies. Like I'm not like I can open the Unibox and show you the exact replies which we have sent out and all, but that would like leak the emails. I don't mind leaking someone's email. Like when I scrape leads, I don't hide it or something, even though YouTube has deleted a lot of my videos. But revealing someone's email who's a client of mine, like that would be unethical, because there are some idiots I know, like they would mail them whatever. So yeah, that's why I'm not gonna open up the Unibox. So yeah, you can see like people saying hey, I can meet you between blah 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 time. Let me know if that works in your schedule. And a lot of people, we just like sent out a calendar link in the last email, and a lot of calls were booked from that. So a lot of people did not even reply, they simply booked the call. For example, this guy over here, he did not reply that he has booked a call, but he simply clicked on that link and just booked out the call. So yeah, this is exactly what I did for this entire process. So how this campaign was created, everything. The first part is going to be leads, because if you don't have leads to reach out to, like, what are you going to do? So for leads, I went over to Sales Navigator and basically found people who offered executive coaching. Basically these CEOs and high level people, they need coaching in order to perform optimally, right? So there are coaches for that, like coaches for executives. And basically that's what I did. Found these people because I thought, like, she wanted to target coaches and consultants, but if someone needed LinkedIn content, it would be executive coaches, because number one, they were selling to the rich people, so obviously they have money to spare to this. Because, like, if someone is charging like $50,000 for their coaching package, they won't mind like paying $3,000. But if there's a coach who's like teaching people, like a lot of people in India, like there are coaches who teach how to make money even though they make like $150 and they charge like $5 for it every single month. Like if you're like them, if you're trying to sell it to them, like obviously you're gonna have a hard time. So like these people actually had the money as well, and at the same time, like they require a strong LinkedIn presence, because if a corporate is gonna hire them to train their executives, they would at least like look at the LinkedIn, right? So I simply went over to Sales Navigator. I'll try to see if I can find the exact search as well. So I'll go to lead filters, where basically, yeah, this is a tool I'm trying. Like it did not work really well. Like heard a lot of good things about it. Sparkin. Yeah, executive coach over here. This was the exact search term which I use. So yeah, I turned this thing on, like posted on LinkedIn, so that they're actually posting on LinkedIn, because it's like, if I'm already going to the gym, selling me personal training is going to be easier compared to selling personal training to a guy who's not going to the gym. At least I believe in the idea of going to the gym. At least I know like this is good for me and this is something which I want. And I just like, if you just promise me better, faster results and easier results, then I'll be much more likely to buy like personal training from you. But if there's like a fat guy who does not even go to, like he does not even go to the gym, getting him onto personal training will be kind of difficult, because first you have to sell them on the idea that you have to go to the gym. But if someone is already going there, that's like half of the process eliminated. So I wanted to reach out to people who only post on LinkedIn, and I've created a video on this. There was like once a client I was doing a cold in-mail campaign to, so basically sending out in-mails to open profiles. Like, what do you mean by in-mail? So if I like click on the message button over here, is it an open profile? Yeah, you can see it says like open profile over here, so I can send him a message directly like, hi, how are you, like just something random, and it will go directly, and it did not cost me any like credits because it's free to in-mail profiles. So yeah, that's how like in-mail campaigns work. Yeah, I basically like found these people 1 to 10 employee like company size, because coaching businesses don't need a lot of employees. If you try to like find very big coaching businesses, then it kind of goes into the corporate section where the person is not actually the coach and it's like a bunch of people under him. So yeah, we don't want to do that. Geography, United States, and industry will be professional training and coaching. Those are the simple filters we used, and then we basically exported this data. For exporting the data, we have developed a custom extension over here. If you want it, you can buy it from here. It's just like sorry, no, for the extension which you used over here is going to be this one. It's just like $69 one time, and you get to use it forever. You get unlimited exports, everything. Like this does not give out emails because we can only export publicly available data. So we just click on it and we export all of the profiles. So at once we can export 2500, because LinkedIn displays like 25 pages on a Sales Navigator search, and you can like at once only see 100 pages. So yeah, just break down your search into smaller chunks, and we exported this data using this extension. Now if you want Sales Navigator unlimited access for 2 months, so yeah, basically if you want Sales Navigator for 2 months, if you buy from LinkedIn, it's going to cost you around $240, and if you buy from us, it's like $40, and it's basically like 5 to 6 times cheaper. So yeah, you don't have to share any password or anything. We just give you a link, and 100% discount is going to be applied for the next 2 months, and you can redeem it on unlimited accounts in a short period of time. So when we give you, if you have like 3 accounts, you can like use it for all 3 on the first day, and that's how we give out unlimited access. So yeah, you can just go here and get access to it if you want. Basically save a lot of money. If you want the extension, you can use that as well. Then we use this like software over here. Like I think I added the wrong link over here, but yeah, I basically created a software, leadinfo.salegen.com. You can like try it out for free, get unlimited credits with a free trial. So yeah, just go and try it out for free. We basically have a thing known as LinkedIn scraping, and like this export would give you out like the profile URLs of all these people, and then you can basically like log in. I hope my password is correct. Yep, we have this thing over here known as like LinkedIn scraping. where basically you can enter your profile credentials and like the URLs of the profiles, and that you get verified emails. If you want to see like how it works quickly, I have this video. Like, this is my company YouTube channel. I think I'm logged in over there. Yeah, how to find anyone's email on LinkedIn. So probably has the highest quality data when it basically you just have like LinkedIn URLs which you want to scrape, which you have exported using the Chrome extension, and then you come over here, you copy some credentials so that we know like this is the account we're supposed to be using, and then you just like copy paste stuff. You can see like if you want to add a delay between the scraping, you can select that, and then once you have like sent it out for scraping, in a couple of minutes you will get like a fresh email from us with the scraped enriched results. Because like we used to earlier display it in the front end, but a lot of people said that it is not very good because then they have to wait. So like a lot of people said that they just preferred someone to mail out the results to them so that they can access it directly. So we mail it out to the exact email you used to register to software. So yeah, it's very cool, and you can see the results. We have found emails which LinkedIn provides us, and also emails which you have enriched, and both of these emails are 100% valid. You don't even need to verify them, and you can do it for thousands of profiles at once. So yeah, that's how you can enrich it, and I think it's just like $49 right now as of me filming this. Might change in the future for unlimited credits, plus there are a lot of other cool features. So yeah, go try out Leadinfo for free. That's what you use for the lead scraping part. Scrape leads using Sales Navigator, which you can get from here, and export it using a Chrome extension. The profile URLs, you can use any other method. I just did not find any other Chrome extension, so I developed one of my own. This can work for normal LinkedIn as well. Like you can export results from normal LinkedIn too, so you don't need Sales Navigator, but that leads to higher quality data. And for finding the emails, we just use Leadinfo. That's an in-house solution, so obviously we'll use that. Now for sending out the emails, we used ManyReach, because I don't know why people buy Instantly and Smartly. I've used Instantly and Smartly. All of them do the exact same thing. Like, it's a small difference at the end of the day. I've not seen like a massive difference in Instantly and Smartly, so I just go with the cheapest option which has all the features. So there is another cheap alternative as well. If you're like dying, you can go over to AppSumo, where they basically sell like lifetime deals on softwares. And what was the name? Mystrica. Like, this is a software which is there, and some people say it's really good, some people say it's like really shit. I just did not want to use it. I prefer ManyReach. I like the UI, everything better, and it's like basically the same as the Instantly AI's $97 a month plan, but you can get it at a lifetime deal if you use this link. Oh, by the way, like all these links will be there in the pinned comment. So yeah, you can get like a lifetime deal over here with 100,000 emails every single month, and the credits actually roll over. So what do you mean by that, Somil? You can see like I have like around 200,000 credits because I did not use credits in the last month and they rolled over, so I can use them like this month. So yeah, you can come here and you can buy from them. They have a lifetime deal which they don't advertise a lot, especially organically. Like they only advertise it in paid ads. So yeah, you can come here and you can get a lifetime deal. That's what I want. If you want to send out like less emails, like if you want to send out 1,000 emails a day, like how many? Sorry, yeah, no, like sorry, around 300 emails a day. Like if you want to send 10,000 emails a month, get this one. I think like this is the best one for most people. Yeah, just get like a lifetime deal over here. Save yourself a lot of money because all the features are same except they give you unlimited leads and instantly only gives you 25,000 active leads. That's what I use. Like yeah, it's not my software. I could have built out an email outreach software, but the only reason I did not build it out is because it's almost like all of them are almost the same. I did not see any reason for me to actually build it. Now, when it comes to what you were using to send out the emails, like were they workspace emails or what? I'll open you like actual shit. So you can come over to senders, basically see all of them are free Gmail accounts. We did not use a single workspace account and our deliverability was pretty freaking dope. So yeah, our email senders, we use like Gmail accounts because they give almost the same deliverability as workspace. They're more robust because I've seen like you can easily send like 40-50 emails a day with one Gmail account and it does not go to spam. But if you send out like more than 30 emails a day, like right now even more than like 20-25 emails a day with a workspace account, your deliverability starts to go down and the chances of your account being banned is much higher. The chances of it being blacklisted is much higher, and obviously it's much more expensive because you need to get new domains. If you're like, let's say you get like 5 different accounts and like 6 different accounts and your reputation goes to shit. You have like a terrible cold email campaign, you forgot to verify the emails or something, then what's going to happen is basically like your 2 domains will be gone because you're using 2 domains to create like 3 accounts each. So that's like $20 a year wasted already. Then on top of it, you were paying like around like, let's say, $4. I'm going to take average. Some people pay $6 a month. Some people pay like $3.5 $4 a month for cheaper email inboxes. But even if you're doing it, like let's say you're paying $4 a month for it, then again that's like 6 for $24 a month, which does not sound like a lot. But as you try to scale, like we're using like 40 senders in this cold email campaign. So if you want that, like you need around like 11 domains, at least, like not even 11, like around 15 domains, let's say. So that's like $150. After that, you need like 40 into 4. So 40 into 4 will be $160. So again, you're spending around like $300 a month. And this costs us like almost nothing because we're using like free Gmail accounts. Obviously, if you create like Gmail accounts with your computer from your own IP address, it'll get flagged because people like Google is going to see that, okay, this person is creating so many accounts from here. Firstly, they won't even let you create it. Even if you do create it, you will be going to spam because Google can see like this IP address is creating like hundreds of accounts. So that's why you should be buying accounts. And as always, like I just like try to think what are problems my ideal customers will face, and I just like work really hard on creating a solution. So yeah, that's why if you want to buy like pre-warmed outreach optimized Gmail accounts, because you can buy outreach accounts from like Gmail accounts from places like ztu.com. Like you might even get it a bit cheaper than buying from us, but they'll give you like random names like Muhammad Amir 729, something like that, and people just won't reply to it. We know the highest reply rates come to English accounts like USA, like white girl sounding names, something like Sophie, like all of that stuff. And basically, we know what accounts are going to be good for outreach, and we have created like outreach optimized accounts. So if you want to buy agent accounts with our password, meaning we give you a CSV and you can import that CSV in any email sending software, many regions, any smart lead email bison, and you basically like import all of them from the click of a button. You can buy from here. So if you want just agent accounts, you can buy for $2.5 one time, and that's going to give you access to accounts, and then you warm it up for at least 2 to 4 weeks, and then you can start sending. Or if you want outreach optimized accounts, which means like they've already been warmed up, so you can literally use them and start sending out emails today, then that should be sorted as well. So yeah, that's what you're supposed to do if you want to use Gmail accounts for sending out emails. We use that. I am a very big supporter of Gmail accounts. I think they're better than Workspace accounts. That's what we use entirely. Coming to the email copy, like what are you saying in the emails? Like this is the exact word by word copy which you use. So I'll actually show you. So the subject line was need executive coaching first name. So again, subject line should kind of be related to the email, and like it kind of is like bait and switch tactic, whatever you might say, but we're like referencing it in the email that we have people who need executive coaching. So yeah, the first email is like that's the subject line. Your aim of the subject line should just to think, what would an actual person send it out to him? Like if I'm a person and I need executive coaching, what would I need like right over here? And obviously I just like wrote that need executive coaching first name. Having like subject line in all like small letters, I've seen like that's better for deliverability. I was not tracking open rates, but I think it's pretty decent. I'm assuming 60 to 70% open rates. As long as the reply rates are good, I don't care about open rates, so I don't really track it. Yeah. So the first line is like, hey, first name, read your latest post on LinkedIn and was going through your profile. So you just have to like try to think what would you write if you actually like went through their profile and you actually did your research. I'll write something like this. If I'm reaching out to my friend and I saw his post, I'll say, yo bro, I saw your profile on LinkedIn and I was going through your post, whatever. And this is not a personalized line. I sent it out to like thousands of people, but at the same time it does feel personalized. The person cannot say like, yo, this is automated, because he's thinking like maybe he did read my latest post on LinkedIn. So again, you can create a workflow in N8N if you want to know like what's the best way to use N8N. Self-hosted versus N8N cloud. Just search up this video, Sawmill N8N. Yeah. Yeah. Basically, it'll save you a lot of money even if you buy directly from N8N, or if you're self-hosting it, how you can get it for free as well. All of that has been covered over here, so you can watch that video. You can create AI like personalized lines on N8N. We've actually done this as well, so I'll show you. Yeah. Is this the one? Yeah, you can see we basically created an AI workflow where we actually go through the like profile and we like summarize the latest post, we scrape the latest post, see what exactly the person was saying in the post, and then we use AI to create like a personalized line when we're reaching out to them on LinkedIn. So yeah, we can do that, whatever. I just think like cold email is better with volume, so I just did not do it, and I thought like I could spend that money instead into like getting more email accounts, and I could just like blast out more volume. So yeah, just read your latest post on LinkedIn and was going through your profile, so this makes it seem relevant because the person thinks like, who is this person reaching out to me? So it kind of clarifies like why we're reaching out to them, and also makes it kind of seem personalized, so they cannot say like this is a blast email. The first question is, do you provide like executive coaching? You might say like this is a bait and switch tactic, whatever. There was a guy who was getting a 45% reply rate on Twitter, and you can just search up that video. Percent, where's the percent sign? Not 25% reply rate, 45%. Yeah, his cold email strategy has a 48.7% reply rate. Basically, I met a guy on Twitter who was getting this reply rate, and I asked him like, what does he do? And he always used to send out like an email like this, where the person thinks that yes, it's a real client reaching out to him, and the reason he did that is so that the reputation of his email sending accounts is safe. Because obviously, like, if people reply more, Google thinks you're a real person and it keeps your account safe. And then what he would do is he would wait 2 weeks and like reach out to all the people who have replied positively to him, and then like it was guaranteed to go in the inbox. If I sent you a mail and you replied to me and I emailed you the next time, it will probably go into your inbox because Google thinks like this person has already replied, so it must be like a real email. So yeah, he used to do that, and in 2 weeks people forgot it about it, and he simply used to just send out like the entire pitch. Obviously, I'm like impatient, so I could not wait 2 weeks, so I just like sent out the pitch after the first email directly. So yeah, let me know if you can handle more clients, and then we are like send from my iPhone. So just ask a question which is a yes or no question, which the ideal customers might ask them as well. So if you're reaching out to like a med spa, you can ask them like, hey, do you offer laser hair removal? Can you handle like laser hair removal appointments? So yeah, it should kind of be like borderline, like they should be wondering if this is an actual person reaching out, like an actual customer of this, or if it's like a marketer reaching out to them. Like it should not be like an ideal customer like entirely, otherwise they would say like you're using a bait and switch tactic, like they'll get mad at you. Or it should not sound like a marketer as well. Like you should not be asking like, hey, are you running ads to get customers for like med spas? Because then they know it's like a marketing pitch. So it kind of has to be vague, it kind of has to be in the middle ground over there. So yeah, that's the first email. We get like a lot of positive replies, but I've also saw that we got a like decent replies on this. We got most of the replies on email 1, then the most of the replies came from email 3, and yeah, the email 2 also got us like a fair share of replies, like around 10-15 replies. So yeah, so the second email is like, I'm just thinking like, what is he wanting? Like, why would he not reply? He's probably wondering like, why is he reaching out to me? Why is he asking me that question? So it's like, just address the elephant in the room. That's a very good like mantra for life, whatever you want to say. So whenever you're with someone or something and it's like they're not acting the way you want them to, you just have to figure out like why, what's like going on in their head, and just address the elephant in the room. So I just say like, sorry, first name, just realize I didn't mention what the last email was about. So he's probably wondering like, what is this email about? Like, why is he reaching out to me? And I just like gave him clarity. So yeah, someone in my network is getting an executive coach she's working with, around 79 inbound leads daily without a penny spent on ads and outreach. So I've shared like the exact framework you can use to create outreach messages in the video which I mentioned about earlier, like the strategy video, and I've literally given the step-by-step like fill in the bank template, so you can watch it over there if you want to, like you want to create outreach messages like this for your campaign. So it's something like, someone in my network is getting like someone in my network is getting a person who's exactly like you, so they think like, okay, this is actually made for me. The exact end result which they want, which is more money, which would come from more inbound leads, because these inbound leads convert into clients. So yeah, 7 to 9 inbound leads would convert into 2 to 3 appointments, which would mean like around a client a day, or one client every 1 to 3 days, something like that. So yeah, you just have to say, I'm getting like someone who's like you, the exact end result which you want, without doing the things which you hate. So obviously we're selling content, but if we just say like, yo, I'm going to do it via content, people won't be as interested. Like curiosity is the biggest driving force in everything in marketing, whatever. And you're just adding curiosity. Like, what is he doing if he's not doing outreach? What is he doing if he's not spending money on paid ads? And again, that's a very good offer. So yeah, like she was looking to partner up with an executive coach, like partner up with someone, who she could send over some leads to, because a client cannot handle them. So the entire way we're framing it, we have someone who's exactly like you. He's getting all of the awesome results which you want, and because he has so many results, like he cannot handle all of the demand, he cannot handle all of the clients he's getting. We need a partnership where we send over the additional clients over to you so that you can fulfill them. It's much easier to say yes to this than to like say yes to a $3,000 a month retainer for marketing services, even though she's doing exactly the same thing. So yeah, can you take them on? If so, I'll connect you to on a 10-minute chat tomorrow. So yeah, can you take them on? Very easy question to say yes or no. Just whenever you're asking someone, like I've seen two things. Firstly, like do not ask two questions in one email. Whenever I used to do that, is I'll say like, can you handle more clients right now? If yes, like let me over a time which works for you. So now the brain is confused. Like there are two questions. Like what question should you be replying to? And yeah, most people just want to answer like a yes or a no question. The less they have to think, the higher the chance you actually get a reply from them, because we humans were like lazy by nature. We're inherently lazy. We just want like instant gratification, like quick food delivered to a house, whatever, all of that stuff. But yeah, basically, if you just ask them one question and it's like a yes or no question, they don't have to think, they just have to say yes or no, then it's good. We literally used to have like a call to action which like reply with a yes if interested, reply with a thumbs up if interested, and a lot of people would reply. Obviously, like that used to work when we're reaching out to YouTubers, because they are not very like the industry is not very saturated. That could work in a unsaturated industry. But if you're reaching out to marketing people, obviously no, they wouldn't know that it's an automated email at that point, because no human would type like that. So obviously it won't work in this industry. But if you're reaching out to people where they don't know about marketing, they've not been cold email, you can try that. It'll work like really well for you. Can you like, yeah, basically like, can you take them on? If so, I'll connect you to on a 10-minute chat tomorrow. Let me know. Again, like I don't know why let me know has worked really well. Like it just like it just gets us more replies. It's like, I don't remember who said it, but like there was a marketer who said that if on your ads, instead of saying like click on this button, if you just say like click on this button right now, instead of that, there's something happening in our brain subconsciously which makes us much more likely to click on it. So yeah, sounds simple, let me know, but again leads to higher replies. And even if it like leads to one extra reply, which means like one extra potential client, I don't think so it's worth, like I think it's worth it, because you just have to like type out 3 extra words. So yeah, that's the second email. In case you're wondering, like, what do you say when people reply to yes? Like, what do you say when someone says yes? I provide executive coaching. So, this is the exact word by word reply I sent out. So, it's kind of similar to the second email. So, you just copy it entirely from here. Like, you don't enter the first line over here. And after that, you just copy the second email entirely. So, I say, hey, hey, first name, like, the reason I reached out to you is because, and then, like, I'll copy this exactly from here to the end of it. So, it would go something like, I'm sending this out to John. I asked John, like, hey, John, I was reading your latest post, blah, blah, blah. Do you offer executive coaching? I would just say like, okay, John, so the reason I reached out to you is because someone in my network is getting this person who's like, you awesome results, and he cannot handle all of these awesome results, and he's getting it without doing all of the things that you hate to do. Can we like discuss a potential partnership where you send some of this extra business over to you? So yeah, that's basically how I frame it, and this is the reply strategy we're using. We should include follow-ups as well, because we did not follow up a lot with people who replied but did not book into a call. I'll have to create another campaign with automation for reaching out to them again and again. So yeah, that's something I'll do. If someone has showed interest, you can follow up with them like 7 to 8 times with memes and everything. That's fine. I'll tell you to use this. Like this works really well. Like what's it? AI follow up. Just watch this video. Like best follow up system to never get ghosted again. I think like it almost has like a 78-75% like re-engagement rate, meaning if like 10 people ghosted you, 7 to 8 of them would actually reply to you if you follow this system. It uses AI something. So yeah, just watch this system. That's what we're going to be using for sending out the follow-ups to all of these people. So in the follow-up, I just I just keep it very casual. It depends on how you're positioning it. So for example, like I'll give an example to make it clearer. There was a client of mine who she was working with. The company name is Langviddy, langviddy.com. It's like a company based out of USA. Like the owner is from Turkey, and she has like a really good offer, probably one of the best offers I've seen. So she works with like local businesses, and offer like what she promises them is basically, you don't pay anything. You don't even pay for ad spend. We will run ads out of our own money, and when we get you customers, then you pay us. Like it's like literally a no-brainer offer. Like, it's not even a performance based offer. She's literally going in the red. She's putting her own money in order to get the client's results. So, like, she has such a great offer, and it would be like, it would take an absolute idiot to say no to that. And like, she's based out of a time zone. Like, she has a medical practice as well, if I'm not wrong. Like, she's a doctor, like in MD, I think that's what they call it outside of my country. Yeah, she's basically like a doctor. She has probably her own clinic as well, or she's working for someone, I'm not really sure. And like, her time zones are a bit constrained. Like, she's not able to take calls earlier in the day. And we booked a call. We said like, can you make an exception? And she said like, this offer is so good that if they're not willing to speak to me at a time which I want to speak to them at, they probably won't be a good fit. The businesses who I speak to, they should be like, yo bro, I'm like dying to speak to this person. Like, I really need to speak to this person. I need to get what this person has. If I offer you like a free thing which is genuinely valuable, you should be the one coming after me, right? I should not be the one chasing you. Like, imagine I said, yo bro, like, take this Bitcoin, I'll give you this Bitcoin for free, and you did not respond. And I followed up with you like 100 times. You'll think like, what the frick is wrong with this person? There has to be a catch, because this person is like, he has something of value and he's running after me like a hungry dog. So yeah, because the offer over here is such a no-brainer offer, I'm saying that I don't want to be the guy who's like sending up like 10 follow-ups or whatever to annoy the living shit out of you. If you're sending something, like if you're selling something where the offer is not that good and it actually is like, he's kind of doing you a favor by saying yes to you, then you can like avoid this. But this is kind of like, I already have the thing which he wants, so that is status, by the way. You get status in any situation by having the thing which people want. So that's why like, directors of modeling agencies have so much of status, because they have access to these beautiful women. So yeah, that's basic status, like human psychology covered for you. Yeah, basically we have the status that we have the thing which you want, and it should be like, he's looking up to us to see like how we can help them. It should not be like we're not doing him a favor by sending him extra money, right? We're saying like, yo bro, like, we have this free money, if you don't want it, I'll send it to someone else. So that's why I did not have like a massive follow-up chain saying like, hey, break up emails, all of that cringe shit. I don't want to do that. Yeah, maybe you can do it. It's just not in my DNA. Like, I'm not that person. I don't want to be that person. I would never bend over backwards for someone for money. Like, that's just not the way I am in real life. So if I won't do that in person, like, why should I do it over here? Why should I be fake? So yeah, I don't want to be the guy like sending follow-ups, like cringy follow-ups 10 times to annoy the living hell out of you. If you're down to discuss this partnership, let me know. Like, in India, in my language, we say like, seedhi baat no bakwas, meaning like straight to the point, like no wasting around time or something. So yeah, if you want to discuss, let me know. Otherwise, like, get lost. Like, there was a guy who tried out my WhatsApp outreach platform for free, and then he said like, yo, can you give me a trial? And he like kept on bombarding my phones and everything, like, yo, give me the trial for free. I said like, no, I'm not going to provide it to you. And then he's like, yo, I won't buy. I said, okay, cool. If you want to buy, you can buy. If you don't want to buy, like, have a good day. So yeah, that's the attitude I have in life. So if you're down to discuss the partnership, let me know. My WhatsApp is this, if you prefer speaking there. So I got this from my friend Shad, and he has this company called Bundle Media. So yeah, basically I used to work with YouTubers, and like, these YouTubers, they use like Discord a lot, because they're like mostly gaming YouTubers. Like, that's the niche he specializes in. So yeah, these YouTubers, they like use Discord a lot because they're gamers, and a lot of gamers use Discord. For example, I've also seen like a lot of developers, they use Discord. So he used to always attach like his Discord over there, and like, people just used to send in out like messages on Discord. So yeah, it used to work like really well over there. People would message him directly, send him a friend request, and then he would take the conversation from there. Because like, some people prefer to contact people elsewhere. I don't like emails a lot. I think it's very slow and clunky, like the process of reaching out. And I would much rather prefer if someone reached out to me on iMessage or WhatsApp or Instagram DMs or Twitter DMs. So yeah, that's why I just like add it over here. So if they prefer that, you can add your SMS number as well, if that's what people use more in your country. For example, in Southeast Asia, I've seen like people do, like, not in my country, but countries even more east of my country, like Southeast Asia, like Thailand, Vietnam, all of these countries, people don't use WhatsApp a lot. They use something known as Line, or they use Instagram a lot for messaging people. So if I was reaching out to people over there, I'll use that. In South Korea, they have something known as Kakao Talk, something like that, like an app with like a yellow logo something, and they use that a lot. So I would probably use that. In Eastern Europe, in Western, like, not sure about Western Europe, but in Eastern Europe, people use WhatsApp a lot. So I'll probably use WhatsApp. In Russia, people use Telegram a lot. So I'll probably attach my Telegram username if I'm reaching out to people in Russia. So yeah, just attach it over here. It'll help you out a lot. If you want more info, let me know. I'll send over a 2-minute video explaining how this works. So three things can happen at this point after they've read all your emails. Either they're not interested, so this would like prompt them to let you know that they're not interested, or they are interested and then they reply positively, or they are kind of on the edge, like kind of a maybe situation where they don't know if this is exactly what they want and they just want more information. So that way you can send out like a evergreen Loom video, and I'll always suggest you to just attach it in the third email directly. I had not filmed it out, so that's why I did not do it. But yeah, like if like we were just testing out different things. Once we know an offer works, something resonates with people, then we film out an evergreen Loom video, like a 2 to 3 minute Loom video explaining the offer, whatever, and we just attach it for everyone. We do not record like personalized Looms. I've not seen a massive reply rate. Like I just don't think so. It's worth it. Like the amount of like you might increase your reply rate by a slight percentage, but the amount of effort it takes, like again, I would just much rather send out 1000 extra emails to make up for the reply rate compared to just like wasting my entire life away. That's again more scalable, whatever. If there are clients like whale clients, people who you're like dying to work with, then maybe you can follow that strategy. But otherwise, like I don't know, man. So yeah, if you like, that's the thing which I have. So over here I just like, if you want more info, let me know. I'll send over a 2 minute video explaining how it works. This email got us a lot more replies. Like the most replies came from the first email, then this email, and then the email in the middle. So a lot of people said yes, send over the 2 minute video explaining how it works and everything. So you can record like an evergreen Loom video, and once the Loom video has been recorded, the evergreen one, you can attach it directly. That won't affect the deliverability because the first two emails have already landed in the inbox. So even if you add like a Loom link in the third email, it's going to be fine. If you have a personal brand, you can add like a YouTube unlisted video as well, because again they would probably check out your channel after that, and they would like see like credibility. Like if I reach out to someone cold and then I send out like a YouTube video of mine, like they're much more likely to trust them. So that's why I always send out videos on YouTube unlisted, so that people can see my other content as well, because this is basically like a public resume. Like if I reached out to someone to help them with cold email, they probably won't be interested in buying because they're like, yo, this is another person. But if they've seen like hours of my content, they've seen like I actually know what I'm doing, they will like trust me more, obviously. So I always say like, whatever you're doing with outbound, just like document the entire process, how you're getting your clients awesome results. That's literally my content. So I just do experiments, I just build cool stuff, and I just document it. So that helps out a lot. So yeah, if you're like have a small person brand, you don't need like a lot of followers, subscribers. You just need to be competent and show that competency to people via your content. Send it as an unlisted YouTube video. If you kind of know, like if you don't have a personal brand, send it as a Loom video, because Loom has the best reputation after YouTube. So yeah, people love watching Loom videos much more than they prefer watching like a video you record some using some other software. For example, I use Tela, and I don't even think so, like Tela is the best software for doing the same. So yeah, that's basically the call to action. I would add the video as well, but I had not filmed it, so that's why I did not add it. So yeah, that's basically the entire workflow. Like yep, we scrape leads using Sales Navigator, and we use our software to find their emails. Then we use ManyReach to send emails. This is the exact email copy which we use, and that's the entire process of the same. Like some quick tips, tweaks. I combined both of the words together by mistake, which you can do. We made like one small change. We just started like pitching an offer more directly. Like we just said like, okay, we'll help you out via content in the second email which we sent out, because we saw like the quality of the calls, like the first 2 to 3 calls which we booked were not very good, and because we want high quality calls as well. So then we added like much more friction into booking a call, telling them that yes, this is going to be content, but if you add more friction, you will get fewer meetings, you will get fewer bookings, but the meetings will be high quality. So Alex Hormozi always used to say like, imagine like there's a reservoir over here and you have to fill it up with water. So what an idiot would do is they would like add a lot of conditions, like the dam should open at this exact time, whatever, and the reservoir would never fill out. What I like to do is just open the floodgates, let the water flood the entire reservoir, and when there's like so much of water that the reservoir cannot handle it all, then you just like add so much of friction that only the right adequate amount of water reaches the reservoir, and that way like the reservoir's tranquility is maintained perfectly. So that's what I like to do. Earlier, like have no friction, like get as many positive replies, meetings booked, see if they're like not what you're looking for. And if that, like I did not charge my clients for the unqualified meetings. Like she said like, you're not the right people. I said, okay, cool, whatever. Like there's no point fighting with people saying that you should be like paying me for this, because if they're not happy like over a long enough period of time, it's never gonna work out. So yeah, that's what I believe in. So just like I did not charge her for it, I just like to go out on a call with her. She said like, okay, just make these three changes. She sent me out some like pointers on WhatsApp, and I just like implemented all of them. And then we got like high quality meetings. She literally said like probably one of the easiest sales calls I've ever gotten on. And that's because we added so much of friction that the people who got on the call with her, like they're literally dying to buy what she has to sell. So yeah, those are some tweaks you can make. Do not try to add friction if you have no one saying yes to your offer. Just reach out to everyone, try to accept everyone, get on a call with everyone, and if they're not qualified, if you're getting like a lot of calls which you cannot actually handle, then you can add it. For example, we literally like I'm like you don't believe me, right? Like I'm literally creating posts every single day like, yo bro, I've got a finance in this. Like it works so freaking well that we literally had to find other people as well. Like a client cannot even handle all of these calls, so we had to look at all these different people, which means we had like so much of demand for this. And then we added flow, then we added sorry friction, because the flow was so great that we were getting much more than we can handle. So that's how it works. If you have any questions, like drop them in the comments, happy to help you out. Lot of cool shit in the description, go check it out. Bye.